Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. I saw in the comment section that one of my fans asked me to analyze VIX 151s index. All right, I want to do a quick analysis. After this, I will show you a quick trade I took on crash 500 index that gave me a quick $200 profit. I'll show you guys what I did. So now we are on VIX 151s, and this is daily time frame. As you can see, the market is actually on a previous zone, like it has gotten to a previous resistance zone, as you can see. All right, this is a previous resistance zone. The market has gotten there. And looking at the market structure on this daily time frame, if you look at the market structure very well, you can see the market actually this a previous lower high. In fact, the current valid lower high on this time frame is this one. If the current candlestick is able to close above this level, above this particular high here, then we're going to be seeing a change of character. All right, that's going to be a change of character on this time frame, indicating that the market would possibly be pulling back so it can buy massively much later. All right, so that's it for this on this time frame. So, and also there is a chance that the market may also reject from here. So it depends on what happens on this zone. Then we can decide to, then we can say, okay, the market is actually going to reverse or it's going to continue buying. So how do we know if the market is actually going to reverse? First of all, you look at the price action that's going on here. On this daily time frame, you can't notice anything right now at this point. So all you have to do is to go to a lower time frame. If you go to the 4 hourly time frame, you try to spot what is happening. Is the market consolidating, or is the market in an impulsive correction, or what is the market? There's some candlestick patterns or chart patterns that indicates the market will possibly be selling. Although as it is, it doesn't seem like any of such is happening because of the length of this candlestick right here. But we can still go down to that time frame to see to much lower time frames to see what we can spot there. All right, so first of all, we go to the 4 hourly time frame. All right, so on the 4 hourly time frame, before I even get to the 4 hourly time frame, remember the market has created a trend. This is a high here, this is a higher low at this point, so it's getting to a high, so it might come back to create a higher low again. You understand? So you have to be trying to combine market structure with support and resistance so you can understand what is going on. So on the 4 hourly time frame, all right, so on the 4 hourly time frame, you can see that the market got to this zone, and what happened here? We have a bit of consolidation here on this zone because we have about 3 candlesticks placed side by side. We have about 3 candlesticks, like this is the first one, the second one, the third one. The current candlestick is still forming. All right, so we do not know how it is going to close. So if you want to wait on the 4 hourly time frame, you have to watch and see how the current candlestick closes. If it closes bearish, like closes bearish below this zone, below, because if you go to a lower time frame, you spot there must be a consolidation around here, a zone around here. If it closes bearish below this level, then there's a very high chance the market is going to sell. And also we on the 4 hourly time frame, this 4 hourly time frame, if you can see, we had a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern here, which is also an indication that the market can sell from this level. All right, for the students that understand the engulfing candlestick strategy, you see that this is a possibility that the market can sell from this zone. After all, it's a zone that the market sold from previously. Then we are seeing this engulfing candlestick setup. So there's a chance the market can sell, but I won't still wait. I want to take my entry based on what I'm seeing here on this 4 hourly time frame. All right. So we want to go to the 1 hourly time frame to see what I can still spot there. All right, so on the 1 hourly time frame, what we are seeing here looks like a double top. All right, looks like a double top. The market bought to this level. You can see it sold down to this level, and then it is back at the same level. So there's a chance it can still sell here. Then if this is actually a double top, then we'll consider our neckline to be around this level here. All right, our neckline will just be somewhere around here. Our neckline will just be somewhere around here. Okay, then we want to see the market coming back to break and close below this zone. Then we think of taking the sales. All right, taking the sales to want to enjoy take the sales. All right. Okay, so then, or if you go down to the 15 minutes, I know I said if you want to take the sales. Why I'm saying so is that because the current trend of the market as it is right now is bullish. because we are on a lower time frame. So if you are spotting this, you are seeing it on a lower time frame. This like if this double top, the market breaks through this neckline and gives you a proper retest, you can take the sell. It's either you take the sell or you wait for the market to pull back, because even on this same time frame, if we look at the market structure, you can see that even from the 4 hourly time frame, that this was a low. Sorry, let me delete this. You will see that this was a higher low that was successfully broken, like sorry, gave us a successful break of structure. So if the market is reversing within this zone, pulling back from the current zone, if the market is pulling back from the current zone, there's a chance of that if it gets back to this level here, where we have this golden zone, it is going to buy. There's a very high chance that is going to happen. If the market pulls back to this golden zone, it is going to buy. That is why I said if you want to take the buys, sorry, the sells, when the market breaks from here on the 15 minutes time frame, you can take the sells, but you have to be very careful on what happens around here. You have to be very careful, because the market on getting to this zone may reject. You can see previously there were rejections here. This was the market bought previously, so you can come back here and start buying again massively. All right, so you may either want to wait for the market to sell down to this level so you can take the buys, all right, or if you take the sales from here on that lower time frame, ensure that you close the trades on approaching this zone. All right, so whichever one you choose to do, all right, is left for you. Okay, so that is it. So you can go down as low as the 15 minutes time frame, like I said, to spot a good entry, and then you take your trades. Like right now, what we have here, we do not have we even have something that looks like a head and shoulders pattern on the 15 minutes time frame. Look at this, looks like a head and shoulders pattern somehow. All right, so the market can even start selling from where it is. You can start selling. All right, so even if you take an entry from here, one thing you must know, there is no guarantee that the market sells down to this level, it will break this zone and continue downward. That's one thing you must take note of. So if you're taking an entry from here, ensure your stop loss is very close by up there. Then allow the market, once it gets here, you can just close some positions and wait for it to close below this level before you maybe enter more positions, because the market can get down to this level, still buys back to this zone. At the end, it creates a triple top, or maybe another bigger head and shoulders pattern, where this one will be the left shoulder, this will be the head, and this will be the right shoulder. All right, that's just my analysis on this pair. I do not want to spend so much time on this particular pair. All right, though what we see here is a high probability trade setup. Okay, but if at the end the market is able to go above, like maybe at the end of the day the current daily candlestick closes bullish above that daily time frame zone, this zone, then we should be expecting more buys on this pair. I mean, if the market is able, the current candlestick closes above this zone, then we should wait for a pullback. It can pull back into this zone, then finally buys massively. All right, so that's it for this particular pair, guys. The video is already long. Let me quickly show you other pairs I want you guys to take note of. Now this is another pair right here. This is VIX 75 1S. All right, so this VIX 75 1S, you can see that the market is consolidating on the daily time frame right now. Where the market currently is, it is consolidating. So if we go down to the 4 hourly time frame, if you look at the 4 hourly time frame, we have the market had been creating lower highs and lower lows until, if you look at this, we had a lower low, this is a lower high, then the market created a breakout structure here. All right, this is the recent lower high the market created. Then finally we had a change of character at this point. So this is a pullback. This is a very clear pullback, and the market got back to a zone where it can buy nicely. All right, so you see this line I put right here. This line I put it on a lower time frame. I think that must be on the 15 minutes time frame. Let me check the one at the time frame first. Okay, no, okay. So on the 15 minutes time frame, I put that line. My reason for putting that line is to know when the market is ready to buy. Okay, so if you want to ask, how do I know the market is ready to buy? So if you look at the 15 minutes time frame, there is a market structure there, which you can easily identify that the market is still bearish. You can see it kept on creating lower highs and lower lows. All right, the market kept on printing lower highs and lower lows until it created this lower high. Okay, Excuse me. So this lower high created this lower low right down here. And since after this lower low was created, there's been no break of structure again, as you can see, and there is no change of character. So the market is able to successfully create a change of character, then we wait for a pullback, then we take the buys. Once this change of character happens, know that the market is fully ready to take the buys. But right here along this zone here, you can look for an entry around here. But trust me, the market, there's no guarantee that the market will buy successfully from here. It can decide to buy and it can decide not to buy. But where you trade with more confidence is this particular is after sorry, to take a buy with more confidence is when the market has successfully broken above this particular high here, to create a change of character. Then there's a pullback. Then the pullback can happen maybe down to this level here. Market can decide to sell down to this level. Then you take the buy from there. That is after there is a change of character, like the market does something like this. All right. So if the market does something like this, then we have another one down here. Comes down to this level. Then we have this going up massively. All right, so this is what I am trying to explain to you guys. So if this happens, then so be it. You can just take an entry. But if it doesn't happen, if this doesn't happen, like the market doesn't break above this zone, know that the market will still continue bearish. Know that the market will continue bearish. So all you have to do is to look for selling opportunities. Like if I bring this down, you will see there's a zone here. All right, so if the market can close nicely above below this zone, then all you're going to see is a pullback. Let the market pull back to this zone, or maybe anywhere based on your analysis, you spot where to take an entry for a sell. Then you just continue with the sales. That is all for this particular pair at the moment. This is all for this pair. Then the next pair is jump 50 index. All right, so jump 50 index, if you go to the daily time frame, so on the daily time frame, you can see that we had a break of structure on the daily time frame here at this point. Then the market but later sold, but this is a pullback, as we can see right here. Okay, and the market is back at the zone where it is supposed to start buying. It can possibly start buying. You know, don't want to sound as if I know really, I can tell the market what to do, right? Where it can possibly start buying. This is the zone. Okay, this new version of the MT5 is, I'm not still yet familiar with it. So now, as you can see, the market is back at this same zone which supposed it can buy from. Okay, so at this point, if we go down to the lower time frame, we can quickly go to the 4-hourly time frame to still spot. You see the lower highs and the lower lows that we have on the 4-hourly time frame are these ones here. These are the valid lower lows and the lower highs on the 4-hourly time frame. This is the recent lower high on the 4-hourly time frame. So you want to take an entry after a change of character on the 4-hourly time frame. Then it must be that you are going to wait for the market to buy up to this level, break and close above it, then it pulls back before you take an entry. But you may have to go down to a lower time frame, like the 1-hourly time frame. If you go to the 1-hourly time frame, you will still spot you'll spot the lower high. Sorry, on the 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, on the 15 minutes time frame, you can spot where the market actually created the last lower high the market created. All right, so you can see that this is a lower high here after this lower low was formed. Then this lower high here created this lower low. Then from this lower low, we had this lower high here, and this lower high here on the 15 minutes time frame created this lower low. All right, so now this is a new high, though it's not a valid lower high because there's no break of structure. So if maybe later the market just continues buying just the way it is, no break of structure here, it will be wise if you can patiently wait for the market to create a break of structure, sorry, change of character. Then if it pulls back, you can find your entry. If it pulls back, you spot your entry from there. Then you'll be able to take the buys with peace of mind, guys. Take the buys with peace of mind. All right. So now, what is the chances, or what is the chances of making profit on this particular trade here? Okay, the chances are very high and the profit is very high too. The market is already on the zone, so if you can wait for a change of character, the market then gives you that opportunity to take the buys, guys. With the minimum lot size, if you enter that trade, let's say from where I just placed, if you're able to hold it up to this level, this is about $37 profit. with the minimum lot size. That's about $37 profit with the minimum lot size. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, meanwhile, this video is already too long. Do not forget, the October mentorship batch commences on Monday. If you are here to register and you intend to register, you do not have much time, just try as much as you can. Reach out to me. There's a link in the description of this video. Click on it and it's going to take you to my Telegram channel. You'll find my direct contacts there. The information about the mentorship is also there. You can reach out to me through any of my direct contacts there, whether on WhatsApp or on Telegram. All right, you can join the group, the October group mentorship batch, or you contact me for a private mentorship, whichever one you can afford. It's going to be helpful to you. I bet you your trading experience will change as long as you stick to the rules of this my strategy and my approach. All right, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Do not forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comment section. Till my next video, stay blessed, peace.